students, today we are here to learn the summary of the chapter safety first. We have already learned about the safety first. Now we are going to summarize it, that how we should follow rules to be safe. So significance of safety is that putting yourself in risky situation to save a little time can be result in accident. It happens sometime when you are riding the bicycle. What happened? To move faster, to save some time, you are having so speed that you can't stop your bicycle, and finally it results to an accident. So what you should do, you should think about the things which can cause the accident and try to avoid this. So rules of safety. So the first rule is always be alert. It is always be alert. Now, why it is said always be alert? You should be alert so that you can follow the rules of the road. Like you might be aware of the traffic signals. Okay, you should be alert to see that whether the signal is red or green. Someone is crossing. Zebra crossing is there. People are walking. If someone is walking on the zebra crossing, should not take your vehicles forward. Then it is dress appropriately. Why it is said to be dress appropriately? It is said to dress appropriately. The reason is, if you are riding a bicycle and you are wearing a loose dress, what will happen? That dress can be stuck into your wheel of the bicycle and you may fall down, causing an accident. So what you should do? You should always dress according to the situation required. Okay, if you are driving the bicycle, you should not wear the loose dress. And then the third one is patience pay. What is the meaning of patience pay? Patience pay, it means if something happens, you should not get panic, है ना? You should take little patience and try to handle the situation. Being impatient can turn you into a patient. That means if you are not keeping calm, it can turn you to the patient. Learn to wait for your turn and the road when traffic is heavy. Sometimes it happens when the traffic is heavy, you should wait for the side to be given by the other. And a little hurry can cause you a big worry. So what you should do, you should always have some patience whenever you are riding something. Now we are learning the next topic, that is staying safe at home. So you will think why we should stay safe at home. There are many things to be stay safe at home. The first place which we are talking about is your kitchen. Okay, so kitchen is most dangerous place which can cause the accident. So when we are working in the kitchen, what we should do, we should keep in mind many things. So the kitchen is the riskiest place in the house where most of the mishap happens. Okay, first one is the gas leak. Suppose after cooking you might have not turned off the gas properly. What will happen? There will be a continuous leakage of gas, and due to this continuous leakage of gas, it may cause accident. Okay, so the next one is burn or scald. When you are cooking something, there is chancing of burning. Then getting your finger cut by chopping something, there is a chance to cut your finger. Then electric shock. Mostly in kitchen we are using electrical appliances like you are having fridge, your oven, then your mixer. This all are electric appliances, and we all know that we should always handle the electric appliances with care so that there should be no accident. And then it is splattering oil or water. You might have seen, sometimes it happens that by mistake, if oil is being fallen down and if you are not cleaning on time, what will happen? Someone can come and slip and that person might get hurt. So while working in the kitchen, we should always think about this mishappening and then work. Now if we are keeping some points in our mind, we can avoid this accident. The first one is the LPG. About LPG, that is the gas, liquefied petroleum gas, which is being used, that if it is being leaked, अगर आपको पता चलता है कि गैस लीक हो गई है, don't switch on electrical appliances appliances. Suppose if you come to know that there is a leakage of gas in your kitchen, and you will go and switch on the switch of bulb, what will have the spark can cause the fire. So you should never switch anything on if there is a leakage. Secondly, it is you should always open the windows and doors of the house in the case of gas leakage, and you should move out of the house. Then use the gas burner carefully. Whenever you are using knife or any sharp thing, you should be careful. Then while using hot utensil, you should be careful so that you should not get a scars or burns. So what you should do, you should handle the things carefully. Then the floor of the kitchen should be dry. Why? Because you are using the electrical appliances also there, and you should not use the electrical appliances when the floor is wet. Now, do not touch any live electrical wire. Electrical wire should be insulated. Insulated means you are seeing a covering over the wire, that is called as the insulation. That means the insulator are the things which are not allowing the electricity to pass from one place to another. And never operate any broken or faulty electrical appliances. If you know that the particular appliance is not working properly, you should not try to use it, because it can cause the accident there. Now we are talking about to be safe on road. So we all know how to be safe on road. The first one is, whenever you want to cross the road, use the zebra crossing, and if available, use overbridge. What are overbridge? You might have seen some bridges over the road. People just cross the road while going over to that bridge. Then avoid riding bicycle or bike on the road with heavy traffic. If you found that there is a heavy traffic, you should avoid riding bicycle and bike. And whenever you are riding the bicycle and bike, what you should do? You should wear helmet. Why it is said to be wear helmet during driving? Because it is protecting our head from the major injuries. Now we are talking about staying safe in the playground. Now you will ask, how should we safe in the playground? So first thing is, when you are entering in the playground or getting an exit, you should always use a proper gate. You should not use the fence. Some children, what they are doing, they are jumping over the fence and going. So this may cause an accident. Yes, this may cause an accident. Then it is, whenever you are using a swing, you should hold it tightly. So why you should hold it tightly? Because when you are getting a push in the swing and you are not holding the chains tightly, what will happen? You may fall down and get hurt. Then we all know about seesaw. In seesaw, two persons are sitting so that they can maintain the balance. But if one of the child is getting up from the seesaw, suddenly what will happen? Other will fall. So what we should do, before getting up from the seesaw, you should inform your other person who is sitting on the next side. Then always follow the rules of the games. Why the rules are made in the games? The rules are made in the games so that the game should be safer for you. Don't go into swimming pool unattended. Means unless a person is there with you, don't go in the swimming pool. Use safety tubes and always follow the instruction which is given by the coach. Then wear appropriate clothes in the playground. Yes, we should wear appropriate clothes in the playground. Like the same condition when I said about the riding, that if we are wearing the loose clothes, and playing in the ground, what will happen? There would be chances to fall down. Now we are talking about the next thing, that is your first aid. So what is the first aid? First aid, sometimes accident and small injury happens despite of being careful. Means we are careful, but still what happens? Sometimes the injuries are being caused. So we should be prepared for such injuries. Now, someone can trip, slip, fall, get a cut, burn, wound, or get bitten. So the injured person is being attended immediately. That is called as the first aid. See, if some injury is being happened, it takes some time to take the patient to the doctor or to call the doctor. So before coming of the doctor, if the patient or the injured person is attended, that is called as the first aid. Now, the immediate help or the aid that the victim is given before any professional medical help arrives is called as your first aid. People generally carry first aid box. So what is in your first aid box? You might be aware with that. In first aid box, the equipments are there which can be used for the immediate help. So we are learning about the first aid. In first aid, the first thing which we are learning is sprain. So what is a sprain? It can happen while running. जिसे हम हिंदी में बोलते हैं मोच आ जाना, है ना? When you are running, suddenly what happen? Your leg gets bended and there is swelling in the part. So if there is a sprain, the first thing which you should follow, that is apply the ice pack over the swollen area and then provide and apply anti-inflammatory ointment or spray. So what is anti-inflammatory ointment? It is the ointment given where there is a swelling in the leg or any other part, and then it is to consult the doctor if pain is being continued. So this was your sprain. The next one is your burns and scars. So what is this? While suppose cooking, it happens that by mistake your hand gets burned. So what you should do? You should never apply water. Okay, don't do something that and the immediate burning you are applying water. Cool the burn. First, what we should do? We should take little time. Then running cold water on the burned area can be applied. Then it is apply an anesthetic cream to soothe the pain. So anesthetic cream is a cream which is reducing the pain. Then do not touch the blister. You should not touch the burnt area again and again. Cover the wound with loose gauze to protect it from the affected area. And then you should use a small band-aid which is used in the burns, and then you should go and consult the doctor. Don't apply anything which you are not having complete knowledge about it, and if you are doing so, what you are doing? You are making the injuries more worse. Then it is your cuts and wounds. So what is your cut and wound? If you are having a cut or you are having a wound, what you should do? Clean the area by running water. Then what you will do? By cleaning the area with the running water, the dirt on the injury would be removed. Then we'll apply an antiseptic cream which is used so that there would be less infection. Then use washproof band-aid for the minor cut. Then what are the washproof band-aid? These are the band-aid which do not affect the wound if it is wet. Then in case of bleeding, rub the ice. If there is a bleeding from the wound, what you should do? You should rub the ice and cover it with the band-aid. Then the most commonly thing which we are doing on the wound, it is applying haldi or turmeric over it, and a common spice which is found in kitchen. And what it is also an antiseptic spice which is reducing the chance of infection, and it stops bleeding also. Now we are having, in case of heavy bleeding, a bandage called your tourniquet should be tied just above the cut to stop the flow, and then we should consult to the doctor. Now the next thing which we are going to learn is your dehydration. Now what is dehydration? Dehydration, it is your dehydration. Dehydration is when you are out in summer due to heat. There is a loss of water from your body which result in the condition of dehydration. We feel giddy and tired. One should immediately move to the covered and shade place. So if you are having dehydration, what you should do? You should go to a covered place. Then tight clothes should be loosened. If you are wearing tight clothes, what you should do? You should loosen it, and you should have juice or lime water so that liquid can get enter into your body. Then the next one is your nose bleeding. We all are aware with the nose bleeding. What is nose bleeding? When the blood comes out from the nose, and this also happen mostly during the summer. So in the hot and dry summer, one can suffer from the nosebleed. The person head should be bent backward. So if someone is having a nosebleed, you should not sit straight, but you should move your head like this backward, so that the flow of the blood can be reduced. And what you should do, pour cold water on the head. Means those who if a person is having nose bleeding, you should make him lay down and you should pour some cold water so that the bleeding is stopped. And the next one is animal bite or your insect bite. So what you should do if an animal or insect bite is there, now use a tweezer to remove the insect sting. Sting जिसे हम हिंदी में बोलते हैं डंक, है ना. So what you should do, you should remove that sting, clean the wound, apply the antiseptic cream. Then what you should do, you should rub the affected area with the eyes where the swelling is there. A wasp sting can be treated by applying lemon juice or vinegar. If there is a sting of wasp, what you should do, you should use a lemon juice or vinegar. In case of dog bite or a monkey bite, wash the area thoroughly with soap and water and apply the antiseptic cream. And if there is a dog bite, what you should do, you should try to take the patient immediately to the doctor so that he can treat that person. Now we are talking about the snake bite. So what is the snake bite? In snake bite, the poison of the snake is called as the venom. So whenever there is a snake bite, what you should do, you should tie the area tightly so that that poison is not spreading from one area to another area. And meanwhile, what you should do, you should take the patient to the hospital so that his proper treatment can be done. So students, these were some of the things which you should follow to be safe. You should know to use the first aid box also, and how you should behave in your kitchen, playground, road, so that you can avoid the accident. I hope you might have understood the topic.